Alright, I think it's time I stopped hiding my voice and my face and just get this thing started, right? I don't think anyone's here, but that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta pull the band-aid off. I know it's been a couple weeks, but I'm back, baby. I'm back. Hi. If you're there, hi. If you're lurking, hello. Sorry, I have not streamed since my birthday. I was not expecting to not stream anything for that long. But, work has been kind of hell lately, and it has left me exhausted by the end of the day, and I definitely don't have the energy to stream at that point, and most days I didn't even have the energy to do any gaming. So, let's get rid of that. And that left any free time I had towards doing anything I would normally be doing not on stream, so like errands, cleaning my apartment, stuff like that. Alright, well, let's get to this. It's been too long. Also, I got a automated encounter running. Figured out how to do that. And as a result, I still haven't gotten out of my muscle memory. Can't break the habit. I keep hitting the plus button thinking that's gonna do anything, but it's not. Sorry, the plus button on my keyboard, not on my controller. My controller, I hit the plus button to reset. So if you're wondering why I started on my not 0 or 5 ending number, it's because I had to tinker with auto counter a little bit. Hi Jay, how's it going? Oh, I gotta fix chat box. It is totally... I don't know how it got so distorted. Not distorted, the dimensions got all messed up on it for some reason, even though I haven't streamed in a minute. Good, thanks. Just practicing for a VGC logo tomorrow. Ooh, have fun. Oh, now why aren't you resetting? There we go. Maybe it doesn't need to be that tall. Let's do 675. A little bit. There we go. Whoops, I should have checked it before stream, but I kept like being like, oh, I should do this before stream, I should do this before stream. And I'm like, just get to streaming. Just do it, just start it. And then if stuff comes up, fix it then. You know? Like, just do it already. Stop putzing around. See, I'm a victim of putzing around. That's why things always start late. Because I'm like, oh, I should be doing this beforehand. As opposed to, like, you know, some things it's okay to do them on the fly. But anyway, what team are you running for your VGC local, Jay? My usual size spam trick room team with some minor adjustments. Good old Gavin strats. Is that what I'm hearing? Gavin? I got 71st in the last global challenge with it, but not sure how it will perform in best of 3. Well, hopefully it goes well. Yeah, Gavin is coming. Yay, Gavin! Woo! I did look in my home boxes for a male Ralt specifically with 0 speed. I found one. It's not my OT and it's not shiny. I think I got Wonder Traded it from Go, but it's 0 speed. So, and it's male, so it'll evolve into a almost a Gardevoir. I mean, it still can evolve into a Gardevoir, but that's not why you want it. It can evolve into a Gallade. That's okay, I've got plenty of non-Chinese 0 speed ones. Yeah, I was like, there's nothing particularly special about it other than the fact that it's 0 speed. I mean, I still have to look through like my Scarlet Violet boxes because several of my Ralts are also there, and I haven't had a chance to look through them. Hopefully you can't hear it, but I definitely can hear it, and it's annoying, but I don't know why landscapers are here at almost 4 p.m. They like just started. And it's like anytime, like I haven't streamed in weeks and they like don't come, and then of course, now that I'm streaming, they decide to show up. Apartment living, you know? It's annoying. Yeah, it really is annoying. Because it's like you think, oh, you know, they'll be here, I don't know, like 12 to 3 maybe during the week. One day during the week. No. They just like they show up whenever, wherever. Like no reprieve on a Friday after work. Like, leave me alone. I keep hitting my plus key because I'm too used to it. I can't get used to the auto counter. It's like a placebo. Good afternoon. Hello, Claire. I hope everything's okay by you. I was just lamenting several different things. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a hot minute, and that was not my intention. Especially because I'm like, now I'm never gonna hit affiliate. But after my birthday, well, even like a little before my birthday, like work has just been insane. So by the, like, it's my foot has been on the gas pedal basically all day while I'm there, is essentially what's happening. And because of that, I'm just exhausted by the end of the day. And so I was like, I definitely don't have it in me to stream. So I was like, and like my time after work that I would have, I'm like, okay, that's errand time, that's chore time. I like wouldn't even have the energy to like play video games, which is okay, maybe not play video games, because I was playing Sonic X Shadow Generations. I was playing a lot of that, but I did finish it, and there isn't a whole lot to do after you finish it. But other than that, like, I haven't been really shiny hunting, because I'm like, I don't even feel like it, because I'm just so exhausted. I've been playing several games. Well, that is good. Keep yourself busy, for sure. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I definitely want to play something, but I'm also like, I don't, like, do I want to start it? And then I'm like thinking about the games I've already finished and like what there is to do in them, and I'm like, do I even want to pick them up right now? Like, would they even entertain me at this point? Or I'd be like, I already did this. I'm done with this. I don't want to do this more. So, I was looking. I still haven't beat the Murder Sonic the Hedgehog. I got like an hour, no, a little more, I want to say more than an hour in. And then I just promptly forgot to continue to play it. So maybe that's a fun thing we can do on stream soon. It's just very silly. Very short game. I just have to prepare my voice for it because it's just all speaking, essentially. But I'm like, now I want to play every single Sonic game again. Not again, because I haven't played most of them. But I have that urge again to play them all, even though I can't buy all of them at the moment. I did see Sonic Frontiers was on sale on Steam, but I'm a little torn on whether I go digital via Steam or if I buy for the Switch for things, because I want to have a physical copy, but I'm also like, if I buy them for the PC, then I'm able to use mods in the game. I've been trying to get through Ultra Sun during work hours, and it's surprisingly difficult. Yeah, it was actually I did not just breeze through this one, Ultra Moon. It definitely, like, I had to, like, when people are like, it's so easy to like breeze through the Pokemon games now, like the trainers are so easy, it tells you everything that's super effective, and it's like, yeah, if you make sure you like have a mon that can do that. But if you go in there blind and you're like, I don't want to necessarily like have to keep switching out my team members, like, it's tough. And it's not easy to level stuff up either. Like, grinding is still an issue. So like, even when I was like, I have Pokemon that have a type advantage here, they always had a coverage move. And I would struggle in battles sometimes as a result. I'd be like, I'm like 5-6 levels, sometimes higher, like above these trainers, and they would still like one-shot some of my mons. So I'm like, I don't know when people are saying Pokemon games are getting easier, I'm like, are they easier, or is information that you didn't previously had in the game that you would have liked more accessible now? I keep getting walled by certain types or especially defensive yeah, because I do not have any good special attackers. And like, the thing is, like, I'm not sitting there like planning like, oh, I really should use this in this fight, so I have to level it up now and then come back to it and make sure I teach it this. And I'm like, no, I just want to get through the game, right? I don't want to have to then like be like, well, maybe I should have raised this Pokemon that has this type instead of this Pokemon that I'm using now that has this type, because that's just a waste of time at this point, right? I understand people wanting more of a challenge from the game, and I'm like, I thought it was challenging because, like, I don't know, like if you're just picking up the game and you don't know a whole lot about Pokemon, even if you're me and you do know a fair amount, like sometimes you just want to just play through the game and not have to like necessarily sit there and like debate and strategize. Like, I really am interested in using this new Pokemon in this playthrough. Like, I don't want to have to use the same mons over and over again. Because I'm like, at some point you're like, you just want to play, right? Like, I don't want to have to like be like, am I gonna have to look up which Pokemon give out which EV investments and like grind specifically against those things? Like, I don't like the concept of having to do that by hand. Like, just let me grind normally. And the EVs aren't too much of aren't a thing I need to think about too much during my playthrough. I might go back to X for a little bit of a break from Ultra Sun. Yeah, I understand that. I don't know. I can't remember what part I was at. I liked how the Blueberry Academy trainers use actual competitive teams with items and EVs. I also, like, I enjoyed that, but at the same time, I did not like the fact that everyone who I spoke to was like, just use your raid ready mons. Just, like, use your raid ready mons, you'll be able to breeze through it, because I was not breezing through it. Like, I would win battles, but, like, by the skin of my teeth. And I was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I used Anger Point once, and it was probably good for that one battle. And then any time after that, it was like, no. Raid mons are rather different builds. I mean, I understand that. But, like, the fact that people who had already been through parts of the stories and were fighting trainers were like, just use your raid mons. Just use your raid mons. I'm like... I don't think that's gonna fly here necessarily. Like, I would use like breakfast. I would use breakfast, and I would try to get like Steely Spirit going so that she would get that buff, and it would be like, no, breakfast is, you know, level 100, full HP, full attack, and she's getting munched. I enjoyed trading up an actual team for. I had to like look up some. I had to actually go on Smogon. I'd actually go there and look up like some ideas. And I was like, okay, I see Ghost, Terra, Sneasler, Air Balloon paired with whatever ground mon you wanna pair it with for those double battles. So in most of my battles, it was either Emmet, my Golurk, so that Emmet could use Earthquake and not worry about hitting my Sneasler / Shakolby. And then it would work for like one turn, and then I'd be like, okay, well now I'm fucked. What do I do now? I liked making teams in black for the battle subway, but I've totally fallen off that ever since. I feel like when I was playing through white, when I got to the subway parts, I thought about it and I'm like, I don't have items. for training stuff up. And then do I really want to sit here and manually EV train things? And then sit here and be like, oh, this doesn't have the right ability. Now I have to go find one with the right ability. I got too used to Scarlet and Violet and just how easy it is for me to fix the things on a Mon that I would need to fix. And I can just do that with an item sometimes, like ability patch, ability capsule. How easy it is for us to get bottle caps because we have people who find goated raids that will drop those things and run it over and over for us to farm. And that not even that no one is doing that in those games, but there is literally no way to do it. Why does this game keep freezing? Not this one. A game on my phone. I think I ran Ogerpon, Snorlax, Hisuian, Arcanine, Empoleon, and a shiny Rowlet. I kept switching out my teams because it was like sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't. So I'd run Sneasler. Sometimes I would switch between Ursaluna and Golurk. Ogerpon, Sylveon, Hisuian Electrode, and who else did I run? Oh, Heatran. Ooh, I ran ooh. But like sometimes I was like, I don't know, like I would run Breakfast for my Fairy type and my Steel type. Because Sylveon wasn't cutting it, even though that was my tourney farming Sylveon. Or like, yeah, like I would switch between like Golurk and Ursaluna. And then sometimes, you know, and then it would be a toss up between like, oh my god, why am I blanking? Oh yeah, Ogerpon and Heatran, because I was like, well, only one. I only need one grass type for this, guys. And that was a grass Terra Heatran. I know Heatran is not normally grass type. I can't remember what else I did too. And it was like, oh really, you have no support mons? And I was like, well, yeah, because I don't know. What's up, Bullet? Enjoy your lurk. And it's like, well, because like I literally do not know what to do with support mons at this point because all of my support mons are raid support mons. I don't feel like building something just to get through the story, right? I don't feel like having to build an entire team just to get through the story. I understand that they wanted us to challenge ourselves a little, but I was like, I'm getting by. Like, I'm winning these battles, but like none of them feel like good wins. I'm winning by the skin of my teeth, and because I have to literally sit there and like have some of my mons actually be sitting ducks most of the time while I max revive. While I revive and then heal up for a few turns. And we're talking EV trained mons, level 100 against level 60s that they don't even have a disadvantage or are weak to getting knocked out by them. Not even debuffed. Like, what is going on? So or they would know to target my supports sometimes. Like if I was using Tinkaton and I took a Steel Kitty out to have her get the Steel Spirit boost, and they knew I was gonna hit them with a Screech or Fake Tears Or give my Tinkaton a helping hand. They knew. They said, fuck you, breakfast. Excuse me. Anyway, I did enjoy the Unigo disc though, despite that. And I did like that they challenged us. I just, as someone who is not, like, not that I'm like, it's Pokemon, like, what do you mean you don't want to battle in Pokemon? Like, I'm not someone who's like, all I want to do is battle. And that challenging battles should be a requirement for every single NPC you come across, including the not important ones, the ones that you just find out in the field. Like, I don't know how else to explain this, like how to word this, I should say. Like, battling is not my strong suit, and even if I was better at it, I don't think I would still enjoy it. Like, it would not be my favorite thing about Pokemon. Like, that's not the core reason of why I enjoy Pokemon. So the fact that there was this strong emphasis on it, as opposed to, like, it being an optional thing, and it now being a required thing just to get through the story, which you could say, RL, battles are always required to get through the story. And I'm like, yeah, but not on like a VGC level. Like, these aren't like, those aren't competitively viable battles pretty much any of the time. Like, there are exceptions, but like, they usually save it for truly important fights, right? Like Cynthia, like your fight against Cynthia as champion of Sinnoh, like, that is an important fight. So giving her team, you know, competitively viable stats and moves and EVs and IVs, like, makes sense. But some random bozo you find out in the savannah biome, like, there's got to be a balance, you know? Especially, like, I know they heard the cries of the people who miss, like, the battle frontier and all of those things, and battle-focused post-game stuff. I understand that. But that doesn't mean you gotta go all in on that, right? Like, there should be a balance so that the people who aren't, like, battling isn't really their thing, like, can still get there without as much issue. I hope that makes sense, what I'm saying. Okay, good. Because sometimes I can say things and I'm like, you're just yapping. It doesn't make sense. You've talked in circles. I want them to bring, you know, they should bring contests back. I think they should do that for the rest of us, because I liked contests. Could I figure out how to do them? No, but I enjoyed them. And they are at the core of what I like about Pokemon, which is I want to spend time being a, like, like dolling up my Pokemon and bonding with them, and then being able to be like, look how fucking beautiful my Pokemon is. Look how cute she is. Look how handsome he is. Look how pretty this thing is. Like, give it, like, let me have that, and let me do that, and let me be able to be rewarded, and like that be a thing in the games again. I would love that. Like, my Pokemon isn't just strong, but it also has flair and pizzazz and cunt. Oh yeah, that's cute, yeah. You know, not everyone is a fighter, some of us are lovers. Some Pokemon are the same. Also, hello to anyone who's lurking. I try not to complain a lot. She says, lying. I'm always complaining. But I have a lot of things I love about Pokemon. And just everything in general. I wouldn't be playing it still if I really didn't like it, right? Because at its core, what are Pokemon? They're just little guys. And I love just a little guy, right? You throw me into Sonic Adventure 2 and I'm like, take me to the Chow Garden right now. We gotta go. I gotta go find the Chow. Let's go hang out with the babies, right? Oh, I should do that on stream sometime, actually. Just little guys, exactly. Just little guys. Like, I have many a recording from voice chat. I think it's like me, Pip, and Obi, and like I would be streaming like PLA, and like they'd be like, you know, like I obviously was, you know, permutating shinies as well, but like they would be like really like hyper focused and into it, and I'd be like just crouched down like, oh my god, Pikachu, hi, hello, and like have a Pikachu like run up to me and just like hang out with me. Like I would like do like dedicate time to do that, like just because I felt like it. Like, oh my god, Pikachu, hello, you aren't attacking me in this game where all the Pokemon want to kill me. This is a first. I'm so glad, because Pikachu, you're an icon. You're so adorable. So like that, it's like stuff like that, or like I will literally like stop whatever I'm doing and be like, baby, and like go over to the like nearest cute little Pokemon and be distracted by it and try to take pictures of it. Meanwhile, we're supposed to be doing something else. I love this emote, this little Screamtail emote of her taking notes. That's so cute. I thought this one was shiny for a second. I can't even complain about it's been so many days since my last shiny, because I haven't been shiny hunting. I know, right? Yeah, like Jigglypuff was my first favorite. She holds a special place in my heart. So Screamtail, of course, also. She gets a spot there. I mean, I guess technically it's been like, I don't know, what, 3 days since my last shiny? Because I got a shiny Quaxley in sleep. which in Sleep, it has been quite a long time since I got a shiny there. My last shiny before the Quack Sleep, I think, was in August. It was an Arbok? Yeah, it was Arbok. Which was frustrating because I literally the day before, before I went to sleep, the shiny Arbok appeared, I evolved my shiny Ekans into an Arbok from Sleep. And then of course the game was like, oh, shiny Arbok, huh? Have another one. Like, thanks guys. I only just evolved this one. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was in August, so it's been a couple months. The average is 1 or 2 shinies per month in Sleep, is what most people are getting. And I was averaging that until September hit, and I had none. And then all of October, I got none. But we're good now. We got 1 so far November. I'm hearing a weird kind of whooshing noise. It's either my fan that's behind me or it's the lawn people, the landscapers, because they decided to show up 3:45 on a Friday for some reason. It might be them. Other than that, it's my fan. I can turn off the fan and see if it makes a difference. Hold on. I don't know if that makes a difference. I should also turn my, I can barely hear my game. Also, I caught the tail end of a conversation which, provided I had zero context, is really silly. But you ever heard a conversation? Are you out somewhere? Oh, hello Pikachu, thank you for not attacking me. Oh, I was talking about PLA. It's like in voice chat, you know how like back when we were super into permutations? Like it was like me, it would like be like me, Obi, and Pip in voice chat sometimes, and I would be streaming, and like Obi would also be streaming his. Permutations hunting. Well, it wasn't even so much like the like being attacked during permutations. It would be like those two would be like super into it, and then I would be very much not doing it. I would just be putzing around in game, and I would like be like, oh look, here's Pikachu, let me just you know, crouch down to the Pikachu's level and show them that I am not a danger, I am not a threat. And then they would come and they would come in and run around around me and say hi, and it was really cute. And I would like do that and talk to them in the game while everyone else is like having to, you know, glob ball their MMOs to get them to despawn and all that, or to do their oh my god, what is it called? I mean, it's despawning, but like when you'd have to do it, it was like you'd have to despawn 1 and then you'd have to despawn 2, so you would have to glob 1 and then get another in battle or something like that. Like, what it was, like, there was a name for it. I can't remember what it is. Like, they would be doing that and I'd be like, oh my god, Pikachu, hi! Pikachu! That'd be me. I've definitely done that, yeah. I do that a lot. Whenever I go to check the auctions in Scarlet Violet, because I'll fast travel to the lighthouse, and that's where Cresselia spawns, and then I'll get distracted by Cresselia because I'll go over and I'll start pirouetting, and then the Cresselia will come over and start pirouetting with me, and I'm like, oh my god, we're twinning, yay! And I was like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be checking the auction. It's a lot of that, or like I'll see a Ralts, Ralts on that first area. I always want to say before Palo Alto, it's not Palo Alto. It is very much not Palo Alto. The town that you live outside of. And that little route to get there, there's Ralts can spawn there. So sometimes it'll be there. I'll be like, oh my god, baby, look at the baby. Did you turn up game audio? I did. Should I turn it back down? That, or you should turn your mic up as well. The game's louder than your voice. Oh, okay. Is this better? Because I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't know what controls my volume anymore per stream. At least for my game, for my 3DS, I should say. Slightly, but the game is still louder. Now. Because when I use the volume controls in OBS, sometimes it doesn't do shit. Sometimes it's like, oh no, that's just for the recording, boo-boo. I've got to head out, but I hope the rest of the stream goes well. Thank you, Jay. Have a good rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by even for a little bit. Yeah, like when I try to do the audio properties in OBS, it's like, it doesn't do anything for stream. It's just for recording, and it's like, okay. But then when I like actually physically use the slider on the console itself, that apparently does it. But then I can't hear the audio myself sometimes. Yeah, I don't get it either. So I don't know. And they don't let you, they're like, they don't have a sandbox mode for streaming, for Twitch. Like, I would love to be able to work this shit out and figure it out in a sandbox mode and not have to go live, and everyone's like, just use your recordings. And I'm like, I don't think you understand that it's not the same. Because with the recording, I have to sit there and record and then play it back, as opposed to if I was in a sandbox mode, I would just have a stream going, right? Where I would be able to then hear myself back because I have that stream playing myself. And I know people would be like, well, then just watch your own channel while you're live. And it's like, the point is I don't want to be live while I'm figuring this stuff out. I don't want other people to be there. Or if I have other people there, it's my friends who are helping me fine tune it, right? So. Why does this keep fucking freezing? Sorry. It wasn't very Yume will Ipai Sasakeo. I don't remember how the phrase goes. The A3 theme song. That it wasn't very that of me. Anyway, how's your Mario and Luigi game going, Bullet? Are you enjoying it? Yes, good. I know virtually nothing about it. But as long as you're enjoying it. It's not as strong as the other games so far, but I'm having fun. That's what I say. I say that every time a Pokemon game comes out. It's not as strong as the other ones, but I'm having fun. Honestly, I'm pretty easy to I'm pretty easy to entertain. I don't expect much from my video games. And I know everyone else is like, you should be holding everything to a higher standard, and I'm like, I know that, but I'm also like, the game feels muted somehow. Your game or my game? I'm assuming your game. To which I would say it's probably a time crunch thing. Yeah, it's probably time crunch. The other thing is because Switch is at the end of its life cycle at this point. Like, we got that random announcement that, oh yeah, the successor to the Switch is going to be backwards compatible with Switch games, which is nice. Love that. I'm happy that they told us that. But that feels like something that we should be finding out after they've already announced what the console is. Like, put out their official announcement for the Switch 2, Switch successor, that thing, whatever it's going to be, right? Like, that kind of information is the stuff that like I would expect during the official announcement. Maybe an immediate follow-up on details after the official announcement. But like, us getting like these piecemeal tidbits about what it can do without knowing what it actually is and when we'll be able to get it is strange. I've never seen a marketing approach like that before, I'll be honest. And it's not in the way that like a teaser is for things. It's just like, yes, confirmed fact about some of the specs. I mean, if they're trying to build hype, I guess it's working. I'm just confused. That being said, that your game coming out at the end of the Switch's life cycle could also be that they're just not putting as much into it because it's so late in the game, so to speak. They're like, who's really gonna look into it? When they shouldn't be doing that. You know? That is a little bit how I felt about Shadow Generations. Which, don't get me wrong, what we got, incredible. Love it. The thing is, I'm lamenting the fact that we did not get more. And that's kind of my issue, is like, not so much that it felt muted, it's just that like it didn't feel like a completely like full game on its own, which I get it. It's technically like, it's like basically DLC for Generations, like base Generations. But for a lot of people, they've already played Generations, so they're expecting basically a new game this year, and that was just like just a part of it. That was just part of the game. The game is definitely well made. It looks gorgeous. Animations are cartoony. Music is upbeat, but it's still like the game is holding back. I wonder what it could be. I don't know enough about the other ones. What is this? Mario and Luigi Superstars? Right? Shadow Generations was the same size as Sonic Generations? Oh, was it? I say this as if I didn't just play them back to back. I felt like... Maybe it's because you were... No. Maybe it's because I forced myself to do like all of the challenge gates in Generations. I'm like, I feel like base Generations was so much not so much longer, but it definitely felt longer than Shadow did. And maybe it's just because I played through Shadow too fast and I didn't take my time with it and like really enjoy it, or like really like chew on it. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Well, because here, hold on, we got... With base Generations, you get Green Hill Zone, you get Chemical Plant, you get Sky Sanctuary, you get Radical Highway. No, that's Shadow. You get Speed Highway, whatever that's called, right? Speed Highway, Cityscape. What was after Cityscape? Rooftop Run? Oh no, Crisis City, Rooftop Run, Planet Wisp. It's 8 stages. And then the boss fights. Sonic Gen has more challenge gates, but Shadow Gen has a lot of overworld exploration. Yeah. And then let's see, we had, for Shadow, we had Arc Space Colony, we had Rail Canyon, Kingdom Valley, Sunset Heights, Chaos Island. So we had 5. Oh, and Radical Highway. Sonic Gen had 9 stages. What did I miss? Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary. Oh, I forgot Seaside, whatever it's called. The one from Heroes. Forgot about that one. That was what was in between City Escape and Crisis City. Seaside Hill. That's what it is. I was like, Seaside Heights? No. Seaside Hill, yes. Watch, I'm wrong. I'm like, Sunset Heights, Seaside Hill, Green Hill, blah, blah, blah. Everything has the same name. Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary, Speed Highway, Cityscape, Seaside Hill, Crisis City, Rooftop Run, and Planet Wisp. Yeah. Okay, you're right. 9 stages. Yeah, Shadow only had 5? 6? No. Hold on. Arc Colony. Rail Canyon, Kingdom Valley, Sunset Heights, Chaos Island, Radical Highway. 6. Okay. finally here. It's almost 5 p.m. It's going to be dark soon. What are you going to be landscaping when it's dark? So Shadow Generations has 1 world less than Sonic Generations. It has 3 worlds less. That was 9. Wait, we just counted 9 and then we just counted 6 as 3. I know I'm bad at math, but I'm not that bad. World here means stages per boss. And I have to think of all the different bosses. Alright, we had Bio Lizard. Oh my god, I was like Biohazard, Bio Lizard. Final Hazard. I'm like, it's Biohazard. No. Fuck! It's Bio Lizard Final Hazard in the original. So Bio Lizard. Who's after Bio Lizard? Mephiles. No, Mephiles is the last one you fight before Doom. Why am I just played this game? Why didn't I remember anything? Bio-Lizard. Girl, oh my goodness. Sonic Generations had 3 worlds with 3 stages each. See, I wouldn't consider that. I mean, I know you're breaking them off by boss. I'm not breaking them off that way. Shadow Generations has 4 worlds with 1, 2, 2, 1 stages. I need to go look at my map again. I need to go look at the white zone map. I'm confused. Peppermint's confused. We're all fucking confused. Who the fuck did we fight? I already forgot what bosses there were. Arc, Rail Canyon, and Kingdom Valley. Yes. Arc's boss was Bio-Lizard, yes. Who was Rail Canyons? Then Mephiles? Was I feel like wasn't Mephiles the last? Oh, it was Metal Overlord I forgot about. I think I fought Mephiles last, though. Before Black Doom. Then the Squid? I could have sworn I fought him first, and then... I mean, not first, last. I could have sworn it was Bio-Lizard, Metal Overlord, then Mephiles. Help me. My memory, I can't believe how bad it is. I played this game a week and a half ago. Where's the map? Because Mephiles had a Kingdom Valley theme, which was World 2. Something went screwy though at one point because I had to go back. And play Sunset Heights because apparently I had missed something in Sunset Heights, and the game wouldn't let me get my Doomwing upgrade for the overworld until I did that. You get surf before you get squid mode. Yeah. So what happened? What had happened? That's what I'm saying. That's why you fight Metal Overlord before you fight Mephiles, because I didn't get to go down into the thing with the morph. Like, there's that gate. There's the two entrances to get underneath the map, right? You have the well, which you can access pretty early on. But then you have that gate underneath the Chaos Island area, right? So I didn't find Mephiles, the gate for Mephiles, until I went that way. That's why I was like, I'm pretty sure I fought Metal Overlord first. And like Mephiles was the last one I fought before the final. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, oh my god, I know my memory's bad, but Jesus. Metal Sonic was first, yeah. Yeah, Biolizard Metal. And then Mephiles. Why does it keep editing itself? But like, I wonder if anyone else had that problem. It may have just been me, because I forgot. It probably stuck in my memory because I spent the longest on that fight. Mephiles was the fight that that was the fight that I beat him on the first try. Everyone else I struggled with. Mephiles was the only boss, I think, in the entire game between both base generations and Shadow that I beat on my first try. Metal? Did I struggle with I don't even remember if I streamed that part. I mean, obviously, if I did and you saw me do it, you'll be like, girl, you fucking did. I was there. Oh, no. No, I definitely struggled with this. Because I definitely died. With Metal Overlord. Superlord. What is his name? Overlord, right? Oh, you did him twice. Oh, okay. Oh, because you had to do Metal twice. That's why you think he was. That's why you were confusing him as the last one. Got it. Yeah, I didn't think the Mephiles fight was that bad. Yeah, but I wonder if anyone else had that issue where I think it was because when I played through Sunset Heights, during the part where it's Devil Doom, that's his name. When Devil Doom transports you into Faux Radical Highway buffoonery, you have to hit him at the end of that. So on my run of Sunset Heights, that first one, whichever one it was, is it Act 1? Where you have to hit him at the end? I never hit him at the end when I first ran through it. And so the game was like, yeah, you ran through the level, but you didn't finish it technically. You didn't meet your objective there. Which I don't know why it let me progress through the rest of the story then until that last upgrade. It should have stopped me and been like, no, you gotta get this first, because Sunset Heights, you do that before you get the morph, right? So it should have stopped me before I got morph. But it didn't. For some reason. And I don't know how to explain that to anyone, because I feel like everyone else in the world did that, so they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But like, there's a little crest at the end of the levels that as long as you hit Devil Doom at the end of that level like you're supposed to, you get a little crest like next to your score or something, which basically I guess is a collectible, but it doesn't actually do anything other than tell the game like, hey, They did what they were supposed to. I did not hit him on that one for some reason. I think I just couldn't hit my buttons in time. I think I just, yes, you know how I am with these games. You've watched me play Bullet. You know how I am. I just didn't hit him for some reason. That was the only one I didn't hit him on. I hit him at every other one. So I was like, that's weird that they're making me replay that level specifically. It's not story relevant, like nothing new happened in the level. And it's truly just that I didn't do what I was supposed to, apparently. So I had to do it again because it's the symbol from Shadow the Hedgehog you get, basically. So, what was your favorite stage? Ooh, good question. I mean, like... I don't know. I didn't play Frontiers, so I don't have any connection to Frontiers, but I also know Shadow wasn't in that game, so I think it's weird they put him there. As much as I like Arc, because obviously I love SA2, because it's the first level you do. Well, no, because people love City Escape, like, as a first level in general. Even though it is a first level and it's technically supposed to be easy, right? So Arc, like, with that logic, shouldn't be docked points, but I think... I don't know, I don't want to say it was too easy. I think it lacked the flavor that it had in SA2 is why I'm, like, hesitant. I never played 06 because we did not have a console growing up that could play 06. I do like how it was designed though, but it also doesn't feel like a Sonic game. Like, I'm like, this belongs in a different game. Even though I know it's actually pretty faithful to what happens in 06, because I did, as a kid after that game came out, found someone who ripped all the cutscenes from the game and had them available to download. So I watched all the cutscenes, so I knew the story at the very least. And I'm like, okay, this is somewhat faithful, I guess, to what the environment there. And I liked it as a level, but I'm not sure. Like, it felt like it belonged in a racing game that isn't a Sonic game, if that makes any sense. It was like, environment didn't match character. I also didn't play Forces. I actually liked that level, not gonna lie. I did like the design of that level. But I know it's not everyone's favorite because of the Forces itself. And it's literally just copy and paste from Forces. Like, it's the same exact level you play there, for the most part. But as someone who didn't play and did not know that, so didn't have a comparison, like, I liked it. Man, this is hard. Rooftop run. Oh, see, okay, you're also taking in base generations, because if we're talking base generations, I really like Sky Sanctuary. I think Sky Sanctuary is both really pretty and really fun, but also frustrating. It needs to have all three. And obviously, City Escape is always gonna have a special place in my heart. Like, I will always go to bat for it, because SA2, I will always go to bat for. Ugh, I am dealing with a real energy vampire customer at work. Oof, I'm so sorry. Your favorite from Shadow is probably Arc. Yeah, I need to think about my favorite from Shadow. I might have to play through them again. Good excuse to play through them again. You know, I did play through Heroes, and I don't remember any of it. But I was also not a small child, but I definitely was a child. And I haven't played it since, and I haven't seen it played since. So I don't remember Real Canyon at all in that game. And honestly, I don't remember any of the dark stages from Heroes. I don't even know, maybe we didn't even, I may have not even finished it as a kid, not because like I didn't want to, but because we didn't own the game. We were renting it from Blockbuster. So the amount of time I had with it was however much time you could rent it for, which I think was either a week or 2 weeks. And I wasn't able to finish it before then. And I don't think they let you extend it or like re-rent it right away because their stock of video games is more limited than their movies was, so, or people don't run through them as quickly, so I think their policy was like to like basically give other people a chance to play it as well. You know, you don't get to hold on to it for so long, right? And you don't get to re-rent right away because other people are waiting for it. So I have not played Sonic Heroes in a long time, so I have no attachment to Rail Canyon. I mean, I think like level design, yeah, Kingdom Valley was a lot of fun. If I just get over my own bias and be like, yes, it does look weird that we just threw these cartoonish characters in this very hyper-realistic looking fantasy, like high fantasy castle thing. Like not stylized similarly to them. Like if I get over that, I'm like, yeah, actually Kingdom Valley is a lot of fun. Probably the better design levels. Radical Highway. I think it was Act 2. It was Act 2. There was one part I struggled so much with. Let me tell you. It was during my initial run. It wasn't me trying to get a token or anything. It was my initial run just trying to beat the level to get through the story. I was stuck there for like 7 or 8 minutes. That's how bad it was. And then the second time I did the level, because I'm like, well, now I have to go back to get my tokens, to get the collectible tokens. That part that I was stuck on for like 7-8 minutes, literally just got through it on my first try. I was like, what the fuck? And it wasn't even like a part that like is supposed to be like super hard either. I could go back into that game and show you which part it was too. It's humiliating. You said Rooftop Run was your favorite for base generations. When I tell you, like, there's so many games I haven't played. I didn't play Unleashed either. Like, there's a long period I didn't play any Sonic games. Like Pokemon games and I have one kind of relationship. Sonic games and I have a very different relationship. And that is, I played SA2, played a bit of Heroes. I think we owned Shadow the Hedgehog, so I played part of that, but I definitely watched one of my brothers play it and finish it. Do I remember it? No. But I watched other people play it since. Or I've watched recaps of it. 06? I don't remember. I don't think the thing was that they didn't have a release for the Wii. That's why they did The Secret of the Rings too, and that's why the teams got split, and that's why production was so fucking awful on those games. Because they're like, we don't have anything for the Wii. We gotta make a game for the Wii, but it can't be 06, right? So I never played 06 because I did not have anything other. I didn't have a console that could play it growing up. And it was just so critically panned, right? People hated it so much that we're like, there's no reason to want to buy a console to play this and then, you know, over time get games for the console that we want to play otherwise. When we got a PS3, we did not, that was not a game we picked up. So, never played it. And then, of course, the whole thing, the whole plot point with Elise and Sonic, I was like, yeah, no, sorry. You guys took a big swing and it was a big miss. At least for me. Growing up, it was for me. Now that I'm older and wiser, and I'm like, I think I get it now. I get it. I get you, girlies. The logic doesn't make sense as to, like, just pairing Sonic up with a random person. In general, it's just a random character, but it's like, I get the logic. The girlies who have a crush on Sonic, like, in real life and are attracted to these characters, I get it now, girls. I get it. I understand you now. I used to judge you, but I understand you now. I'm sorry I judged you. I promise. I'm not joking now. I'm really not. I'm being earnest when I say that. Like, I owe you an apology. Because I do. Anyway, so I don't remember what happened after that. Was it Secret of the Rings? We were like, not into it. Don't have any interest in it. And like at that point, I was like, I did not care about Sonic as like this was the same era. I was like also falling out. Like I'd fallen out of love with Pokemon too at that point. Like playing the games, I was very much in my even though I was like even though I was a weeb so hardcore, I was still like I still need people to like me and not bully me. And at least with some anime, it's like darker and more adult, and like you can use that, but like Pokemon and Sonic, those things are seen as really childish, and like that's definitely gonna make them really make fun of me. So like so definitely no. And then on top of that, like even if I wanted to get back into those, like just I would like see the way people were like not having it online. They were not happy about the games, and I was like, where do I want to spend my money? Because I definitely, in high school, I was not spending money on video games. Not much. College, you know, I worked part-time jobs, minimum wage. Also not spending a whole lot of money on video games. So when I would buy them, it was like, it had to be the games that I really wanted to play. But now that I'm older, I am wiser. I am embracing the things that I shunned growing up because I was afraid of what other people would think and do to me and treat me because I liked those things, as opposed to just enjoying the things I wanted to enjoy. Now I'm older and I'm like, just do them. Just have fun with them. You never got to do it as a kid, do it now. Right? And I think definitely picking up Sonic Adventure 2 over the summer from the Steam summer sale, like that was also a good way for me to like rekindle that childhood adoration I had for the series. Because I think we had Sonic CD. Like that was the first ever Sonic game. I don't think I played it. I think I watched my older brother play it. But that's how I like Sonic came into my conscience, is through Sonic CD. And I think, as I want to say that Sonic Adventure 2 was the first ever Sonic game other than CD, I guess, that we owned and played. Oh, you know what? I did play a little bit of Adventure, actually. I did. That was another Blockbuster one that I would rent from Blockbuster. But again, because return dates, because you're renting the game, you know, and you don't get to keep it, it's tough to navigate that, like play the game and finish the game while you're in school and have extracurriculars. So, you know what, maybe I should pick that up from Steam too. Especially now, because modding is so easy. It'll make it easier. Oh yeah, that's also another thing. There's a lot of video games I wouldn't finish as a kid because I simply would get stuck at parts of them. And this was at an age in the internet where there were really no video walkthrough tutorials. Like, you'd have people making like walkthrough guides, but like if they weren't useful, like if they weren't very detailed or specific, sometimes it would be hard to still get through a part. A lot of them were unfinished. I stopped playing Twilight Princess because I couldn't find the invisible ghost rats. Yeah, like it was stuff like that. Like I wouldn't finish video games not because I didn't like the game or lost interest in it. It's literally because I would get stuck and couldn't figure out how to progress. And because of that, I truly, like, I had no choice, I guess, but to lose interest because I couldn't play it. Like, I wouldn't be able to progress. So like Kingdom Hearts, the first Kingdom Hearts game, I could never beat the Ursula fight. Because I tried everything. I looked at this, and this was in 2008 too already. So like the internet was starting to get a little more robust. There were some resources online, but at the same time, like, again, we don't have the YouTube video let's plays, the walkthroughs. You know, there aren't Discord servers where people can like be like, hey, show me what you're doing, and I'll you know, I can help you figure out how to better, you know, optimize whatever. Like, because I looked up how, like, I was like, I can't figure out this fight. No matter what I do, I can't damage her. And like the guide was, one guide I said was like, you have to shoot your water spell into her pots when they glow blue. And I was like, okay, all right, I can do that. I would shoot my water spell. You had to basically match your spell color, like the type of spell you were using, to whatever color the pots were, and that's how you would damage her, according to this walkthrough that I looked up. Tried that, did not work, and I was like, okay, didn't work. Looked at it from a different walkthrough, and it was like, oh, when the pots are red, you have to use your water spell. When the pots are yellow, you have to use like, it was like it was basically like type advantage stuff. Like you had to do that, and I was like, oh, maybe it was that. And then I would try that, and I was like, it's still not working. So which one? So not only is it neither of them, but I still don't have the answer on what I'm supposed to do. I cannot damage this boss. And there was nothing I could do. And you know what? I probably should have asked my older brother because he had beat the game already. So he could have told me what to do, and I didn't. And it's not like he wasn't there, because this is 2008, summer of 2008. So I was going into high school. So he was a high school senior, so he wasn't in college yet. He was home. Maybe he was at work. That was probably what it was. He was probably at work. He was a camp counselor. That, or I did ask him and he just made fun of me for being bad at video games. Although, to be fair, I forgot about an entire button on the wolf I was playing as. Well, here's the thing. At least now that we're older, we'll probably be able to pick up those games and figure it out. Or, if we still get stuck on those points, there are so many people who have put up their Let's Plays, who put up walkthroughs, video guides. There are people on Twitch who are doing it who you could probably like find their stream and jump in and be like, okay, what are they doing? Got it. I just don't own any Kingdom Hearts. I just don't own any Kingdom Hearts games at the moment. Like, seriously, the whole game, the game has been telling me to use the snipper button. Okay. I've never played Twilight Princess, so I know it's Legend of Zelda, but the dungeon I was playing had me use the sniffer button to find ghosts. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Was it just that you then forgot that you had to use the sniffer button to find ghosts during the boss fight? Is this what happened? So then there was this one room that has ghost rats in it. They swarm you and weigh you down so you can't move. Okay. Zin. Sorry. Had to make a jump to get to the next room, which, well, yeah, if you got a bunch of ghost rats weighing down, I don't think... Doesn't seem very possible or viable. So I tried every item in both forms, forgetting about the sniff button. Oh, you forgot to sniff. Alright. So the issue is you know what to do now. Now that you're thinking about it. For me, I still don't know what the right answer is for mine. Which, if Doggled will let me see the rats and attack them. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts one, I still don't know which one it is. I mean, I should just look it up. But at the time, I had no idea about the rats, or the ghost part of the rats. Oh, so you were just getting weighed down. You had no idea that there were ghost rats there. Like, you weren't seeing them, right? I thought it was the scared beetles in the room. Okay, I see now. Yeah, I can't, yeah. But I guess they didn't suspect that, or didn't think that, like, you wouldn't think to not do the sniff. That was weird. Not do the same thing you'd been doing, which is sniff out ghosts. Yeah. You were just you were just being a dumbass kid, which happens. It happens because it happens to me too. It happens to all of us. Streamer brain. I was 14. I definitely was not streaming. This is 2008. I don't think Twitch existed then. Right? Twitch didn't exist in 2008. Where the hell did OBS go? When was Twitch founded? Although I was like 2016. Me. Bullet. 2011. Okay, yeah, Twitch wasn't even around then. So, like I said, no streaming, no people posting their VODs where you could watch things, no walkthroughs, no video walkthroughs, no Let's Plays on YouTube. I mean, if there were, like, I don't know about them. They were not a thing, like, people would bring up normally and regularly. Alright, Kingdom Hearts. Now I gotta look it up. Kingdom Hearts. Ursula fight. Wait, really? 2016? What's 2016? Twitch was founded in 2011, it's saying. It launched June 6, 2011. 2016, I was reading your message, although I was like 2016 me, is what you're saying. That's... No, because like it couldn't be 2016 that Twitch. You're a mean one, Mr. Twitch. We couldn't have Twitch Plays Pokemon if it was 2016 because Twitch Plays Pokemon was in 2014, right? It was 2014 or was it 2013? It was 2013 or 2014 because it was when I was in college. Or the original, I should say. I was playing Twilight Princess for the Wii U. Oh, okay, so it was not the original. It was for the Wii U. Okay, it was 2014. Yeah. So we got the famous Twitch Plays Pokemon Red in 2014. That makes so much more sense. Okay, you're trying to figure out your timeline. Okay. I need to figure out this Ursula fight that I could not finish as a kid. Phase 1. Spam magic on her cauldron. It doesn't matter if it seems like it's doing nothing, just do it. I'm so mad right now. At one point it will explode and she'll get stunned. Are you fucking kidding me? So it didn't matter which spell I used, I just had to use something, and at some point it would trigger this explosion to stun her. Hit her until she wakes up. Proceed until you win. Use either ether is necessary. No. Phase 2, use arrow and beat her up. I couldn't even get to phase 2. You've gotta be kidding me. It didn't help that you had to swim during those levels and the swim controls were not great. Okay, none of these tips that I'm reading are what are what I had to go through. Okay, yeah, everyone here is saying that you're supposed to match the color of the your spell to the cauldron as opposed to, and it might take a while, but eventually it'll stun her. Those guides, those walkthroughs I looked up as a kid did not say that, and that's why I was like, this isn't working. So I was doing the right thing at first, and then the other guide was like, no, you have to do the other colors, and I was like, okay, well, this one isn't working either. God. And I wasn't even like a little kid, I was 14 already. Man. Video games, huh? I'm glad Zin sent that picture that I posted this morning in Not Raid General. I'm glad she showed it to Mr. Zin. That's right up his alley. For anyone who would like to see the picture, let me go get it. Did I retweet it? I probably had to have either retweeted it or I just liked it. I don't remember. If I was a man, I said if I wasn't a coward, I would have retweeted it. Yeah, I didn't. I'm a coward. Wait, I didn't like it either? Huh? Oh, Bullet, I'll just tag you in it, in the server. It was from this morning. Now I have to fucking go through my Twitter feed. I mean, I know who retweeted it to put it onto my timeline. The problem is they spam tweet and retweet so much. And I'm like, oh my god, just in a few hours that we've been awake. There it is. I didn't even like the tweet. What is wrong with me? Here we go. Now, how do I, let me do this check and then I'll figure out how to share screen so you can see it. Oh, I haven't been good about making sure that auto counter has a chance to actually pick up what it needs to see that it really should be more. It might actually need to be higher because we're hitting reset too soon. Okay, I need to add browser as a source. How do people do this so quickly? Maybe just window, not browser. Stupid. Delete. Get out of here. Where are you? Oh, oh, not that. This one. Yes. Oh. Anyway, there it is. This is it. You're welcome. That is definitely an image. Listen, it's the image of all time. Maybe not the of all time, but definitely image of the time. Alright, I need to make sure that I reset after that text appears because that's what auto counter knows to pick up on to increase the number. Also, if you're lurking, hi, welcome, I'm RL. I am working towards affiliate. I still need to hit 50 followers. If you're not following and you're liking it here and you're having a good time, just vibing and chilling, hit that follow button. It's free. Thanks. It's an image of all time. You know what? Yeah, I will concede that it is an image of all time. All right. Come on, Cressy. Okay, watch this. Ready? Boom. Cressy. Alright, well. Funny scene in the game I'm playing, Princess Peach is volunteering to get herself kidnapped, which is an excellent bit of lampshading. I mean, she knows her strong suit and how to utilize it effectively. Or maybe it's, actually no, I would call it her strong suit, because she is very clever. She is clever and she is smart. Does she sometimes get kidnapped as a result of lapses in judgment? Yes. But who else? Who's never had a moment like that? Sometimes it happens. We all get kidnapped once or twice. Sometimes 35 times. It happens. God forbid women do anything. Peach is really good at what she's doing if she's not busy being a damsel. I would say that she's actually really good at that too. I think she's really good at that on top of all the other things she's really good at. You could say that she is just good at everything. She might be OP actually. I will tell you though, being stretched thin at work these past 3 weeks, I am definitely tired. Friends, I am so tired. Part of that's my own fault because I've been going to bed super late. But I am tired. And daylight savings also doesn't help. Like it's dark at 5 o'clock. It's now 5:38. Yeah, it's been dark for a little bit already. Like, no, we can't be doing this. Like, it's 5:38, but it feels like it's 9:30. Like, how do we live like this? It's just, how do we live like this? Like, how? It just doesn't seem sustainable. It just does not seem realistic. This whole dark before 6 thing. Nah. Nah. Mm-mm. Have I not been good about letting it get to the text? Maybe that's why it feels like the encounters are going up not as quickly as I feel like they should be. Not because I'm only seeing one at a time, but because the one that I am seeing is not getting counted due to my own buffoonery. Okay. One thing I hate about Brothership so far is that Luigi no longer menus with B. What is Mario menu with? I'm assuming they menu with different buttons. Excuse me. So like the whole shtick of Mario and Luigi is that Mario is controlled with A, Luigi is controlled with B. Okay. So what does Luigi menu with now? Y? X? In Brothership, that's the case too. Luigi uses B for action commands, and in the overworld as well. Just not while selecting attacks. Oh. See, that sounds like it would fuck me up to like have to do everything with the B button on a character. Which is why when I connect my controller to my PC to play anything on Steam, it is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. You have a Switch controller, a Switch... like a controller of any variety. Mine is a Hori pad. And then have to do anything in Steam with it. I hate it. Because your A button's not your B button, and your B button's not your A button. So good fucking luck. And when Eric was visiting, I was like, maybe I should buy like a PS3 or Xbox like controller of some sort to help me with that. And then I was like, no, that's a stupid idea. Because at the end of the day, the issue isn't that the buttons are mapped incorrectly, it's that I'm used to a different placement. It's like, okay, I know that the B button is to go back, right? So I'm hitting my B button. The thing is, your B button, like the Xbox ones, they're where the A button is for us. So I'm like, you want me to hit where my A button would be. That's where your B button is, right? So it's more muscle memory than it is like glyph seeing. Like, if I guess I know it says like you can change it and it'll say like hit A, you know, A is the back button now. That's not the point though. The point is my brain is like, okay, B button to get out of things, right? Because that's what it is pretty much everywhere. Okay, which is literally the only situation where Luigi doesn't use B in the entire series ever since the position swapping mechanic in Superstar Saga. I don't remember which. I know I would watch my younger brother play one of them. And I think it was for the Game Boy Advanced. But I was able, like, we had the there was like an add-on for the GameCube, right? Where you could play your Game Boy Advance games through the GameCube, so you could like play them on like a TV. That's Superstar Saga. Okay, so it was that one I would watch him play. Because I remember he would play it, we would watch him play on the TV, and the very first Mario and Luigi game. Okay, because they do that little dancey dance, right? When they're just, that's their idle animation in battle, it's just them like that, doing that, right? We would do that around the house because of that game. That much I remember. I remember because it would be winter break too from school. We'd be home at the end of December and there would be snow everywhere and we'd be stuck inside, but we would be watching him play that and we'd be like, been there, done that. Yeah, I mean, it's contagious. It really is. And the music is fun. Sometimes you just gotta dance. All right, I don't know about y'all. I think it's the music that's doing it for me. Is it like the same music at all? Oh, speaking of music, Other Ship's battle music is different. So I, like a true, not scaredy cat, texted my older brother and was like, "Hey man, let's go because Sonic Symphony is gonna be near us in December. You want to go? Let's go. Do you want to go? Let's go." And we bought tickets. So I'm going to see Sonic Symphony with my older brother in December. I'm very excited for it. I'm really excited for it. Which makes sense because it's a new studio and all that. Okay. I mean, it's like how Pokemon. Oh, I can choose. You can choose the music, or maybe you can remap the controllers. You can. I'm happy for you. I'm confused, but I'm happy for you. Remember when I said Peach volunteers to get kidnapped? Does Luigi dress up as Peach and volunteer in her stead? No, Birdo does that in something, right? Does Birdo do that here? Birdo did that in something. I remember seeing it in a video. Both Birdo and Luigi do that in Superstar Saga. Okay, okay. But no, I get to choose between Luigi or Peach getting kidnapped and going on a spy mission. That sounds like so much fun. I'm gonna get an extra save file and do both. See if it makes a difference. I was gonna say, like, if you're able to do a branched save at some point, like, do both. Who do you want to see me do first? Ooh, good question. So it seems like Luigi's already done this song and dance. And while Peach is always getting kidnapped, this time she's getting kidnapped, but she's really the one in control. She's the spy here, right? So she's only they're only thinking they're kidnapping her. In actuality, she's infiltrating their base castle. I don't know, but I don't know where it takes place. So I'm thinking maybe do Peach first. Let Peach have her moment. But I know you're like the Luigi guy. Like when I'm like, okay, here's a roster of video game characters that I'm assigning to my buddies and my friends. I'm like, I see Luigi, I'm like, that's Bullet. Okay, girl boss mode on this main save file. Hell yeah. The in-game choice was Peach for easier extraction and worse info. Luigi for better info, but Mario goes solo for extraction. Yeah, so it's like... each one has their pros and cons, basically. Alright, how far of it in are we? Okay, well, I have to stop this recording and start a new one. I should do that. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna do both and pick the best option for the main save file afterwards. Yeah. Whatever feels correct, right? But it's fun to figure out which one is... to see how they differ, I guess. Probably the more difficult one because the game is way too easy. Up to you, bud. I'm thinking tomorrow. I'm gonna have to make sure that I definitely hydrate a lot before I do it. I'm thinking tomorrow murder Sonic the Hedgehog on stream. Because I didn't finish it. And I might just start from the beginning. I wonder if I get to play as Peach. Oh my god, it'll be like 1000-Year Door for the Peach segments. Alright, I know I haven't streamed in a while. And it won't be a long stream, but I'm thinking when I get to 4:50, I end because I really have to wash my hair tonight. And that takes forever. And I can't put it off anymore because I've been putting it off. And I'm getting my hair done on Monday. So if I'm gonna wash it before then, it has to be either tonight or tomorrow because washing it and then less than 24 hours later putting bleach on it, lifting that color, it's gonna literally burn my scalp. So I have to wash it more than 24 hours in advance. So that's tonight, kiddos. So another 10, and then I need to go put some crap in my hair. By crap, I mean coconut oil. And then go through the terrors that is sitting there with 4 shower caps on my head and still getting coconut oil dripping down my face and my neck, and praying that the towel I have wrapped around my neck is enough to keep it from getting on my clothes and the rest of things around my house, my apartment. Because God forbid oil touches anything, any fabric, good luck getting it out. Getting that stain out, good luck. I've had new shirts ruined to oil. Perfectly good, fine new shirts. Because I can't get that stain out. Oh, just use club soda and it gets it out. I have tried. Girl, I have tried. Just use dish soap. I have tried. You know what? It works. It looks fine when you have the soap on it, when you have the club soda on it. And then once you rinse that out, it's still there. So. Soda. Club soda's seltzer, right? It's just carbonated water at that point. Oh, you know what? Because I need to go through my Pokemon home. I probably need to send stuff from Go into home too. Like, because I'm trying to move all of my stuff from Go out of Go. So that I can update my Dex tracker for Zin so that she and I can continue our lots of trading that we've been doing. To fill our home dexes. So I need to do that while the coconut oil sits in my hair. And then I gotta wash it all out. That's the process that it's like. Because I have to shampoo twice to get it out. And then I have to let my color. Well, no, because if I'm getting my hair colored on Monday, do I really need to sit and let the color depositing conditioner be in my hair? That's just a waste at that point. Because it's getting re-upped on Monday anyway. Alright, well. That is the last reset for now. I will be back to stream tomorrow. Probably will just be the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I also don't know what time yet. It depends on what time I get up and then how long I decide to putz around for after I get up. Because you know me, unless I set alarms for myself, I'm not moving quickly on anything. You know, I could get up at 9 and still not be ready by 2. Not because I'm doing things, but because I'm taking too much time and looking at things on the internet while I put my makeup on, while I eat breakfast. That being said, thank you for coming on out. I'm sorry it's been such a long time since the last time I streamed. Life sometimes gets in the way. And, you know, I don't always have the energy to stream. This is not... you know, I have a full-time job, and I gotta focus on that. And also all the other stuff in real life before I can think about what I'm doing here. That being said, I hope you are keeping each other safe. I know things are rough right now, politically especially. I hope I can at least be some reprieve. I do want people to know that this is a safe space, that I will always stand with marginalized people, with people of color, with fellow people in the LGBTQ plus community. We are stronger together, and we should not let rhetoric make us, the current rhetoric make us turn on each other. We have a lot more in common with other people than we think. And sometimes it just takes a simple getting to know someone sometimes to change their minds. You know, your mileage may vary. It depends on the person. Things aren't safe if those people are stuck in their ways. Your energy is best spent elsewhere, doing other things, building community elsewhere, helping people elsewhere. That being said, if at any point, like, you don't know what to do, you can find me on Twitter, on Tumblr. I'm basically at DosFreeFree anywhere. If you're like, I don't know what to do, I'm scared, is there like just something, anything, like, I'm at least I can be an ear, I hope. Or I could at least, you know, point you in the right direction, give you some semblance of guidance. I hope so. And that I encourage you to help your others as well. Anyway. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming out. We'll have a little funny stream tomorrow with Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Good night. Good night, Bullet. I don't know who else is here. Good night, Claire. Anyone else who's lurking, who like to hear it, make sure you hit the follow button before you leave, before we end stream, because I'm trying to hit affiliate. And you know what? It's gonna be a lot easier to do things, a lot more fun things, make the stream more interactive once I hit affiliate. So if you like this, hit the follow button. It's free. It's easy. Not very labor intensive. Have a good night, everyone, and see you next time.